Hi, you guys. This is LQ from Coupled and Cultured, where we talk all things love, leisure, and lifestyle for contemporary couples and socialites who like to put the life and work-life balance. I'm coming to you guys today for a little date night segment where I'm going to highlight a fabulous spa that I visited for my birthday and let you guys know whether it's a great place to go, who you should bring along with you, and how to get there. So stay tuned and I'll jump right into it.
Date night, where we going on the late night? Cool places and events, time to get it straight hype. Yeah, I'm excited, the kind of vibe I'm liking. Going on a date tonight, all of you are invited. Let's go, date night.
All right, so for those of you who do not know how date night works, I will frame out the 5 key points that I'll be talking about related to this location. So I'm definitely going to give you info on where this place is. We'll start off with 1. I'll be looking down because I have my notes here, of course, but we'll start off with 1. Why is it a good place to go for date night? Number 2, I'll give it a transition score. So based on whether or not it's good for couples, it's good for a girls' night, family night, and so forth, I'll give it a score based on that, which I'll get more into. I'll talk about number 3, whether you need reservations or tickets to attend, how to get there, the general idea of how to get there, and then whether or not it's a temporary place or a permanent spot. And I'll kind of go over a couple of little frequently asked questions as well. So getting right to the T. Where is this place I'm talking about? It is World Spa, located in Brooklyn, New York. Just to give you a little info about this place, it is open Monday through Sunday. The hours are Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., which the main level closes at 9:15 p.m. and then Friday to Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m., where the main level closes at 10:15. Okay, so why is this a good place for date night? Well, like I said, my husband and I went to this spa to celebrate my birthday. And it was perfect for date night because who doesn't like to go to the spa with their boo? So we were able to enjoy a lot of the amenities that they had there. If you are really into diving into spa treatments or different facilities at a spa with your partner, this was a perfect place for that. Aside from the separate locker rooms, every other place was co-ed, so we were able to enjoy a lot of the spaces together. They offered a restaurant there, which we did sit and eat. I'll plug in a couple of photos, a clip of the food that we had. I ordered, I believe I had some type of steak and potatoes, and my husband, he opted for the salmon and quinoa, and we had like fruit and some truffle fries. I must say the truffle fries were slamming. They were really delicious. Now, the food was a bit on the expensive side for my taste. I'm very frugal, if I should say. I won't say cheap, I'll say frugal. It was pretty expensive. I think for one cocktail for myself, my husband doesn't drink, and then the truffle fries, the fruits, my entree and his entree, it came out to like $150. And that's pretty steep in my opinion for the portion sizes. I will say I don't eat that much, so we opted to eat before we went into like the different saunas and the pools. We were hungry. It was later in the day. And so I didn't get to finish my food. Normally I would bring my food to go because I'm not able to finish it. But because of I wasn't able to, take my food to go. So for those of you who don't eat a lot and do like to take leftovers when you do eat, if that is something that you would like, I would suggest you eat at the end so that if you do have any food left over, you can ask them to package it up for you and take it with you to go. Some people don't choose to do that or would not do that in this setting at a spa. It's like whatever you don't eat, you leave. So it really wouldn't matter what time you choose to eat in your visit. But it was a great place. It was very clean. There were other couples there. There were other just singles there or whatever, and it was just a great vibe, for you to kind of get away with your person and just like relax and have these experiences that kind of take you away from the monotonous, the monotony of your everyday, hustle and bustle. So good place for date night for multiple reasons. Now that's a perfect segue into the transition score, jumping right into that. Just a reminder, you can, once we highlight a place, we either give it a transition score of a 0, a 5, or a 10. And it's all based on whether or not you can bring certain people with you. So if there is a 0, it's just for couples, just for date night. A score of 5, it's like for date night, for girls night, guys night, things like that, but it's not very kid friendly. And if it has a score of 10, it's for everybody. And World Spa in Brooklyn is a 5 on the transition score scale for me. And the reason why is because it is an adult only facility, so you have to be 18 and older to attend, which is really good for spas, because when you want to go to a spa, you really don't want to have a lot of movement and a lot of noise in the area. So it was adult only, and that was a big plus. This is not just a place for couples though, you guys, which is why it gets a score of 5. If you wanted to have a girls night or a bachelor party, whatever, something where you just wanted to get with your friends and go to the spa and chill out, it's perfect for that. It's even perfect if you wanted to attend as solo. If you wanted to go by yourself and kind of treat yourself to a spa day, it's perfect for that. There were other young ladies there that I met. We were there that were there alone. They enjoyed themselves. We were able to chit chat, as we sat in the pool and the different saunas, and you just run into so many different types of people. So it was perfect for adults, whether you're going by yourself, whether you're going with your person, or whether you're going with your friends. Now, do you need reservations or do you need tickets to attend? Well, we did make a reservations. We bought our tickets online because we went at 5:30 in the afternoon. I opted to go during the week because my birthday fell during the week. And of course we had to have time once I got off work. So we went at 5:30 at night. We bought an access pass. During the weekdays, they do offer unlimited access passes. And during the weekends and holidays, they have 4-hour access passes. So if you go during the week, you can pick to go when they open up at 9 a.m. or you can go at 5:30 a.m. in the afternoon like we did. Whatever you choose, you can stay until closing. It's unlimited access. But if you do choose to go on a weekend or a holiday, they will limit your pass to 4 hours. So be mindful of that as well. There is a VIP experience, but that one also is limited to 4 hours of access. Now, they do state on their website that they cannot guarantee admission for walk-ins. They do accept walk-ins, but they can't guarantee admission. Also, if you do purchase your access pass for a certain time and you show up late, if a lot of walk-ins have come in and now they're at capacity, they can't guarantee admission. So make sure that you show up on time if you do choose to buy a pass. And if you're going as a walk-in, I wouldn't go on like the weekend or on a holiday. I wouldn't do that. Also, just a reminder, you must have a valid government issue photo ID and a credit card matching the name to check in. Once we checked in, they took this information from us, and then they gave us these electronic bracelets that we wore on our wrists for the duration of our stay. And this allowed us to access like our lockers. When we went to the restaurant and had dinner, we were able to pay through that because it's tied to your credit card. So you don't have to carry around your money or anything. You can lock it up. And then anything that you need to access that costs, you can do so through the electronic bracelets. This also, if you would like to go, like say for instance, like we didn't purchase any massages because of the time we went so late and they were booked up. But had we went and they had available slots for massages and we just decided in motion, oh, let's go get a massage, we would be able to do so by using the electronic bracelets that they provided. And they also mentioned that their menu includes liquor. I did tell you I got a cocktail. It was very strong for me. But yeah, so if you want to order any beverages, you can also do so. with the electronic bracelets that are tied to your credit card. And let's see, number 4, how do you get there? So this place is located in Brooklyn, New York. We opted to drive there, although we did weigh our options of taking the train. For those of you who are taking the train, you're in luck because the number F train is right outside of the property, like literally. If you take the F train to the end stop, it'll drop you right down the street. So literally you'll get off and walk like a few steps down to get to the property. If you're driving, you can take the Manhattan and Brooklyn Bridge to get there. You can take the Belt Parkway. They're also mentioned that they're a short drive from Coney Island and Brighton Beach. So we opted to drive and we took the Belt Parkway. Once you do arrive, they do offer on-site rooftop valet parking for $15 per visit. We were going to do this because we were not sure about the area and how the parking was, but when we got there, we were able to find parking in the front. It was metered parking, and because we did the 5:30 slot, we only had to pay for an hour and a half of meters, and then the rest of the evening was free. So we opted to just park right in front for cheaper than the $15 valet rooftop parking. However, if you're going to be there all day, or if you can't find parking, there's no spots once you get there, the valet parking is an exceptional option for those of you who choose to drive. And number 5, is this a temporary place or a permanent place? Well, as far as I'm concerned, this place is here to stay. It is not a pop-up spa or anything like that. It is in a beautiful building that looks like it's going to be there for a while. The amenities and the visual appeal inside is just amazing. I'm going to add in some pictures for you guys so you can see. It is absolutely beautiful. And I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. So there's no immediate rush to get there, but especially now we're approaching summertime, you guys are working hard out there and you deserve some me time. And this is a perfect way to get that time for yourself or for yourself and your boo. So definitely check it out. It should be there for the long haul. Just a little bit more about our experience specifically. We were able to enjoy a few of the saunas. I can't remember all the names of the saunas, you guys, or the little areas, but I think we enjoyed like 3 or 4 different saunas. We went into the salt room. We did the pool area where you have the different temperatures of water. I did go into the area where you can do the ice bath, and it's no ice in there, but it's frigid, freezing cold water. And then you're supposed to dump yourself in there and then get into the warmer bath and then into the hot bath. So one of the guys who worked there, he's like pumping me up, trying to encourage me to do it. So I'm like, Brian, let's do it together. He was not feeling it. He was like, I'm not getting nowhere. I'm not doing it. So I ended up doing it by myself, but it was really fun, and I enjoyed it because it was kind of like a mind over matter type of thing. So the guy was like, it's really cold, but you can't, I suggest don't just dunk yourself in and get right out. Kind of try to stay in there for a little bit. It does wonders for your joints. It does wonders for like your blood supply, your blood flow, and things like that. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So I get in the water, they tell you to ease into it. He said, ease into it slowly, which I did. And then I got in, and I ended up staying in the cold water, like from neck down, for like 2 minutes and 19 seconds. And he was like, oh, that's a record. Now, y'all might be like, girl, that ain't nothing, because I stayed up there way longer than that. What you talking about? But for me, that was a long time. And he was like, that was one of the longest times I've seen somebody do it. So I was very proud of myself. It was extremely cold and very uncomfortable, but it was like something that I think, if you go, do it. They have more than one of those cold baths. And then once I got out of that, he encouraged me to get into the warm jacuzzi and then eventually to the hot jacuzzi. I don't know what the reason is for. It does something to the body, but I really felt really great afterwards. So I really enjoyed that aspect. We also went into the snow room. That was really fun. They literally have snow in there. It's cold, and you can like make snowballs. If you're silly, you could do a quick little, minor snowball fight, things like that. It was really cool to go into. There was one sauna that was, they all were extremely hot, but this one was really cool because they were doing like a demonstration in there. So I noticed like when it's not a lot of people, they'll do demonstrations to encourage people to purchase like some of their experiences are there, massages and so on. So this one, they had like a lot of ice balls. They gave you one when you came in. They had them in this like big structure in the middle of the space, and they would pour water on it to like create this more steam. And we were in there, I'm telling you, sweating a lot. Just sweating, pouring, drenched. And the guy came in, like, he laid down a table and he let different people, he would demonstrate where he would take these huge leaves and like pat you down. It's kind of like a certain type of like massage, I guess. Pat you down, you know, as your pores are opening up and you're in this steam room. And I was one of the people that he chose to do the demonstration. It was really cool. Brian had pieced out on me by then, and he was like, it's too hot up in here, I'm out. So one thing I learned about my boo is that he don't like extreme temperatures, hot or cold, either one, he was not with it. So, but I really enjoyed myself, and I had a great time. Now, a little frequently asked questions. For those of you who want to know or just like to be prepared like I am, complimentary robes are provided, so you don't have to bring your own robes or your own towels. It is provided during your visit. But you must bring your bathing suit. So bring your own bathing suit. I'm not sure, like some spas like rent out bathing suits. I'm not privy to that. You know, I would rather wear my own bathing suits. But this spa, I didn't see anywhere on the website that it mentioned that you can rent bathing suits. So it is wise to bring your own bathing suit so that you can be comfortable in your own. I would consider swimsuits undergarments, though, your own undergarments. They do mention that the spa is a barefoot facility. You're welcome to bring your clean inside slippers or sandals, or you can purchase new ones at the front desk. So Brian, when we went, he didn't have any sandals with him, so he was able to purchase some World Spa sandals, and they were very comfortable because I kind of played around in his to see. So you can purchase them there. I believe they were like $12 or $14, depending on your shoe size. They have them for men and for women. When we went, even though I had my own, but I wanted some because he got some and they looked cute. I mean, they looked comfortable. They had run out of women's sizes, and I didn't opt for like a smaller men, so I just said forget it. So just in case they run out, it would be wise to bring your own sandals. But make sure that they have good grip and they're good clean, because it's a lot of wet spaces in there, a lot of pools, a lot of places where you walk and you don't want to slip and fall. In addition, some spas are really sticklers for cell phone usage. So there's another spa that I did a highlight on there on this channel where there was absolutely no cell phones allowed whatsoever. So I really wasn't able to get a lot of video or pictures there. But this spa in particular, now I'm judging off of when I went, which was in March of 2023. At that time, they were not really like super like hardcore or militant in terms of cell phone use. So we both kept our cell phones on us the whole time and just kept them in our pockets in the robe. But we were able to get snaps of each other, snaps of the facility, and just made sure that we were respectful to other people's privacy, made sure that we tried to limit any pictures that had others in the background, and so on and so forth. Just mostly selfies and pictures that were just, you know, including the facilities and not others, you know, for their own privacy. On their website, they do mention that cell phone pictures and videos are prohibited inside the locker rooms, which makes sense. But they're also prohibited in the saunas, the banyas, and the steam rooms. And they ask you to respect the privacy of others. Now, we went into the saunas. First of all, them saunas, well, I'll talk a little bit more about the saunas, but they're so hot that you wouldn't want to bring your phones in there. So I left them in my robe pocket and just like hung my robe outside of the door, and I can see outside, you know, to monitor anybody who was like, I don't think nobody in there stealing phones, but just in case, I was able to monitor my robe as I enjoyed the sauna, and but I didn't bring them inside. But they do encourage you that in between your experiences or in, you know, places where you're not infringing on others' privacy, that you do take quick pictures for social media in the allowed areas, which is what we did. So ultimately, I give World Spa in Brooklyn 2 thumbs up, a 10 out of 10. I had a great time. It was a beautiful place. The facilities were nice. They were clean. Everyone that worked there was very polite, friendly, accommodating. The food was good. I did say that it was a bit on the expensive side, but I mean, you're at a spa. There was different places to go, and it just was fun. Like, I wouldn't see myself spending a full day there. I feel like I would get bored. We went at 5:30 and we left around 9, and I think that was more than enough time for us. Of course, we didn't get any massages or anything, so that could lengthen the time as well. But if you're into spas, if you have access to Brooklyn, New York, I would definitely recommend that you try out World Spa in Brooklyn. We had an amazing time, and I would definitely go back. So that's pretty much it for this date night segment. Please let me know if there are some places that you are interested in knowing more about, that you would like for us to go and check out for you, or if there are some places that you want to know if we've already been and we can share some insight on. We are here to do that for you guys. That's it for now. I hope that you guys have a great day, and that's it. Ciao.
Date night, where we going on the late night? Cool places and events, time to get it straight hype. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited, the kind of vibe I'm liking. Going on a date tonight.